Hey mates, what's up? In this video I'm going to show you how to set up static IP address on Ubuntu Linux server. Let's start. First, let's type the command IP A, enter, and then we can see our interfaces. The first interface is the loopback address. You can ignore it for now. The second is the Ethernet interface, the physical interface we have. Please make sure to write down the Ethernet interface name. In this case, it's ENP0S3 because we're going to use it for the configuration. And as you can see, it doesn't have any IP address assigned to it. So in order to change the configuration and create a static IP address, we need to use a tool that's called netplan. First, let's navigate to the following directory: cd etc netplan. And as you can see, we have the following file name. That's the configuration file that the netplan tool will use in order to configure the IP address. If you don't see the file name, you could just create it by running the command sudo nano for editing and 01 tab, enter the password. Okay, now please follow the syntax very carefully because any mistake and the configuration won't be applied. So first we need to go here, couple of space, and write the command ethernet colon, go down, then couple of spaces, ENP0S3, that's the name of our interface as wrote it down already, colon, enter, space, let's make another space that should be easier to read. Now let's write DHCP 4 for IP version 4, colon, and right now, because we're using static IP, we don't want the DHCP server will allocate an IP address for us. Space. Now we will enter the IP address we would like to use by typing the command addresses, colon, space, square brackets, and the IP address we would like to use. In my case, 192.168.1.232, and the subnet mask we would like to use. I use +C, close the brackets. Now let's configure the gateway IP address. So we enter the command gateway for IP version 4, colon, space, and my gateway address is 192.168.1.1. Enter. Now we need to configure our DNS server by running the command name server, enter. Now we're going one line down, make it easier to read, and now the addresses of DNS services we would like to use. So write addresses, colon, space, open square brackets. In my case, my DNS server is same address as the gateway. Okay, I will enter also Google DNS server and the secondary Google DNS server. You need to separate between the addresses with a comma, then enter. Okay, that's it basically. Now Control X, yes, to save the file. Let's clear the screen. Now all we need to do is run the netplan tool, check that the configuration are okay. So let's run the command sudo for super user netplan try. Okay, we have an error. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, I forgot to add 4 under gateway because it's IP version 4. Let's try again. I forgot the syntax. Say Control X, yes to save, enter. Run the command sudo netplan try. Seems to be okay. It gives us 120 seconds to apply the configuration. It will reboot the interfaces, so if it's live production environment, do it at the time that no one is working in the office or the server is not being used. Give it enter, configuration accept. As well, you can run the command sudo netplan apply, and it will apply the configuration without checking the script syntax first that we already configured. Now let's check that we actually got the IP address by going to command IP space A, and as you can see, yeah, we got the address we want. Now let's check the default gateway if it's configured correctly by running the command IP route show. Yeah, the default gateway is configured correctly. Let's check that we have access to the internet. Let's ping Google and it's working. So the DNS configured as well. Let's reboot the machine and see if the configuration actually is being saved. Sudo reboot. The system is booting. IPA. Yeah, the address is still there. Let's Google DNS. It's working. Let's ping Google website. Yeah, the DNS configured as well. Everything is great. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you love this kind of content, and have a lovely day. Cheers.